speculation in the America so internal. I think say meeting or mutimi a held meeting or one particular big hotel I will in Milan. But in common and said meeting go say BP Morata. Any Papa Simeone Inzaghi a hold that particular meeting as to reason say Papa Simeone Inzaghi betima twaso as a definite coach for Inter Milan and also obetimi stay Ediama Inter Milan. That was the main agenda of that particular meeting. But then upon the basic things that also at the meeting, DIABY, it's maybe to you say 1 year Papa Simeone Inzaghi betimi Inter Milan the human wako. After the PSG Football Club trashing by 5-0, it was the just ended UEFA Champions League final Allianz Arena. No? I think Papa Simeone Inzaghi forfeit that kind of plans or having them in Inter Milan at the time now go say Pepe Morata Ekofano Ednabe replacing Antonio Conte in the latter days of 2021 when he was coming in as a permanent coach for the side of Inter Milan after say MON-FRI Lazio ever Inter. He came in and did that particular job for Inter Milan. Currently as you speak, proposal at that Simeone Inzaghi name are Odifri Inter Milan no Al Hilal. Don't forget, Al Hilal will want to go to the Club World Cup. Currently, as to speak, proposal no close to about 25 million euros per season. And on the other side of Simeone Inzaghi. So, see Akanyana, so coachy and Fama Al Hilal, and the Saudi Pro League. No only anymore for Al Hilal and Club World Cup. Our first match on the against Real Madrid Football Club, and the Club World Cup ebitimi Abasono. But some can say Simeone Inzaghi. I had that kind of record for Inter Milan because of say after the side of Jose Mourinho, he has been that particular coach after Jose Mourinho, as a good coach for the side of Inter Milan. He has been that coach with me winning a lot of trophies for Inter Milan after the side of Jose Mourinho. Mourinho did the side of Inter Milan edge a treble in 2010, but after Jose Mourinho, they went ahead to take Rafael Benitez in 2010. To make sure say Onobaba be taking over from the side of Jose Mourinho. When he came, he had that kind of experience with Liverpool because in 2004 he used Liverpool Football Club to win the UEFA Champions League against AC Milan. So coming to Inter Milan, a lot of Inter fans have that kind of hope within Rafael Benitez. He can easily do that job for the side of Inter Milan. But when he came, he won the FIFA Club World Cup for Inter Milan. The same year, 2010 December, he was sacked by the then president now Odini Juma at the side of Inter Milan. After Rafael Benitez, they considered Papa Leonardo to become the next coach after Rafael Benitez. And also we need the Coppa Italia in 2010-2011 season for the side of Inter Milan. But when Timon was successful with the Italian Serie A, Odemu defeat on the Italian Serie A log, and then he was being sacked by the management of Inter Milan. Then again, they got the side of Gianpiero Gasperini. Our coach in Atlanta, and any other club. No. He was that coach after Leonardo also coaching in 2011. But then at that particular moment, Saki Leonardo didn't free Inter Milan didn't actually any other club. No. They thought otherwise Gasperini Bana he will become a stable coach with a stabilizing, really consistent performance for the side of Inter Milan. But when he came, on your poor consistent results in the early start of 2011 season. Andra Stramassioni came to Inter Milan after Papa Claudio Ranieri. When he came, Claudio Ranieri, the Obayano, he struggled with a consistent performance. But then Andra Bayano, he made sure that kind of performance the side of Inter Milan because at that time, no Inter youth coach waiting Ometima promoting at number team A. So umbe coach after the side of Claudio Ranieri, the Tinkerman, but also buying Anku Yomuja and Emaneko back to the side of the youth team. But then after Andra, they talked it wise. So umbe go back to Omwankasa, a old legend Akofa Walter Mazzari, at number Inter Milan. Inzaghi Jejumano, very good. And I'm official.
Inzaghi, the time has come for me to say goodbye to this club after a 4-year-long journey, throughout which I gave my all. Every day, my first and last thought was always about Inter. It was then reciprocated with professionalism and passion by the players, leaders, and every single one of the club's employees. The 6 trophies we won, including the second star Scudetto, together with our Champions League journeys in 2023 and just a few days ago, are living proof of how much my work was supported by shared understanding with my staff and every part of the club. Just to confirm the coach.
That's what key. Time and news now no case meeting the console. After non amateur report which is a union on to us be. For example, I show no go so panati.
Pate.
Or sip hamu
So, DIABY, I think say after Jose Mourinho, no, Inter Milan enya several coaches on Metimiaba. The only coach or buyer Wintimani Juman and Farmer Inter Milan was Stefano Pioli, because I thought it was he would have been that coach now could beat him Roberto Mancini bar under the second spell for the side of Inter, but also buyer no because of say when a good stability for Inter Milan with Timia Antoaso. But then when Luciano Spalletti came to Inter, or making sure say most of these coaches now mean Timia restore Inter Milan back to the Champions League, or no, Timia restore Inter Milan back to the Champions League. Antonio Conte came in the likes of 2019 to 2021. At that time, na Giuseppe Morata, Etimia Benya Serjuman as a sporting director. Na ono Steve Zank amana that kind of role. So Uncle Antonio Conte fanembra Inter Milan. When Antonio Conte came to Inter Milan, he made sure say obey winning the Serie A title no edema Inter Milan. After long years, no omuntimi winning the Serie A title for the side of Inter Milan. And also ended Juventus Football Club. Omuna year run the talent Serie A no for a long period of time. He ended that particular thing. But then after Antonio Conte, they came Simeone Inzaghi with Jeremy Bokono. Simeone Inzaghi coming in for Inter Milan as a subsequent coach after Antonio Conte. No, he was that particular manner. Now, Professor Giuseppe Morata and na Yejumada. I was the side of Sampdoria. Beppe Morata Sampdoria, not Sampdoria, 85th in the champions, and I said 85th in the Serie A. No, he told it why I say Papa Simeone Inzaghi was part of the historical processes. Eboa Sampdoria, Momo achieved that particular success. Or coming back to Inter Milan, Antonio Conte, AJ Jumanhua Akono, he told it why I said the side of Simeone Inzaghi, no year Jumada was Sampdoria. No, he will come back to the side of Inter Milan and only be year Jumana boom. From 2021 to 2025. The side of Simeone Inzaghi had been able to win the Italian Serie A title for the side of Inter Milan. 2 times for the Inter acquired the Champions League finals to Wetimie Lusu Edema Inter. But then he has been able to win the Coppa Italia 3 times for the side of Inter Milan. But then the Supercoppa Espana were winning 3 consecutive times from 2021 to 2023 season for the side of Inter Milan. It tells you, say, Simeone Inzaghi came to the side of Inter, came in, had that particular project for Giuseppe Morata, and then he has been able to deliver that particular project very well. The only thing that Anko Yan found by the side of Simeone Inzaghi was say Olusu out 2 Champions League final to Manchester City and then to the side of PSG Football Club. But no crampono cares because at the time when Giuseppe Morata Juventus Football Club 2 times I Juve echo into the finals of the UEFA Champions League when Timmy winning. So coming back to Inter. Inter Eco finals 2 times under Simeone Inzaghi. I went to me for Manje that kind of UEFA Champions League. I thought that why I said not any problem because it was a case and it would be Morata or also Simeone Inzaghi Ibisane. But in the side of 217 games, all but the side of Inter Milan, he was able to win 137 games for the side of Inter Milan. 47 draws for Inter Milan and other one a remedy for the defeat for Inter Milan. The winning percentage streak for the side of Inter Milan was 64%. Our also defining a good tactical method for Inter Milan, defining that kind of tactical discipline and defensive solidity at the Inter Milan. 3-5-2 tactical system was the main system for Inter Milan under Simeone Inzaghi, and then he has been able to make sure say Obetima restore the glory days back to Inter Milan. Simeone Inzaghi Ekono. The next coach, Beppe Morata, mo ehwe ni mu kwan say ometima sign no at the side of Inter Milan Fabregas. Fabregas' stint with Como has been successful. Audio MON-FRI, that kind of Serie B back the side of Serie A, making sure so obetima a consistent run of performance for Como in this particular season in Italian Serie A. He had been that kind of person likely so obetima replace the side of Simeone Inzaghi is very high in Inter Milan. And I will say Fabregas back this kind of team more. And a good replacement for the side of Inter. No.
But I'd say young coaches no bar no more battle.
Or more battle, but they are
any good.
Unless Morata would change the sporting disciplines of Inter. With these players at hand, or more dressing room and board the side of Fabregas. Henry Mkhitaryan or Hakan Hoglo wɔ hɔnom. Neko Barella, Yansuma, Achebi, Nkoye. These are guys. Omu age crampo ya epe. So imagine it been a two Andrea Villas-Boas or the side of Chelsea. Because Lampard money drop bamu and the John omu hune so ya akra mo monte akra we na obey strategy say near you farmer. Omu feel. And if say Fabregas back in Inter Milan unless omuja half of this Inter Milan team no find amo mako. No for new players no mu team do ma be show mu e dey ma Inter Milan. Ba anya sa Fabregas one will be my affiliate woefully.
Malte, Medase Mobo na Yemrafi. Good evening, Abu. I'm Oba Anthony Kwesi from Sampa. Please, I need a similar transfer news.